I know some of you might be really tired about hearing about my birthday, seeing as it was like 2 months ago, but it's not over until I say it is. I believe in a 6-month birthday, so, you know, whatever. Get on board. Welcome back to the Pretty Bookish channel, where we talk all things books all the time. My name is Nogokanya, your resident book nerd, book lover, knower of all things book related. Welcome if it's your first time here. Welcome back if you're an OG and you've been with me for a while. So today I'm going to be running you guys through my birthday haul. I know you're probably thinking, man, your birthday was in May, but obviously because of shipping and stuff, some of the stuff like arrived like 2 weeks ago and I haven't had a chance to shoot. So I've only had a chance now to shoot it. So I just figured, hey, I'll run you guys through my birthday book haul and some of my other goodies that I got for my birthday. It was mostly books. I'm counting now, there's like 15 books or whatever, but you know what, that's just how we roll. So yeah, let's get started. My birthday book haul. Alright, some light admin before we get started. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram on @PrettyXBookish, like, comment, follow, share, all that fun stuff. You guys know the drill by now. We've been doing this for a while and you guys have been doing mad work. I've seen my subscriptions go up, so thank you guys. Let's keep that energy going. So yeah, birthday book haul. Let's do this. Okay, birthday goodies. Okay, so I'm going to start with something that's not book related because whatever. So my mom got me this Jo Malone perfume. Guys, I'm obsessed with perfume. This is like my favorite thing. I'll show you which one it is. She got me this limited edition red hibiscus Jo Malone perfume. Yikes. Jo Malone perfume. Oh, it smells so good. I'm obsessed. This is like my favorite. I have like 3 or 4 Jo Malone perfumes. I think it's like an obsession at this point. My favorite thing. Then one of my friends got me Rick and Morty socks. It's like this typo set. I'm wearing one right now. But like it's the set of like 5 Rick and Morty themed socks. So cute, guys. I'm obsessed with Rick and Morty. Then my brother, in addition to other things, got me this box from Lush, which is full. I'm not going to open it now, but it's full of like all these like goodies, all of these goodies written here from Lush, which is like my favorite like lifestyle, wellness, self-care, bougie bitch. Woo. Bougie bitch store. So yeah, those are the kind of like the non-bookish things that I got. Oh, also my mom got me this Coca-Cola bottle from Typo, which I'm like full-time obsessed with. Like it literally stays on my shelf because I'm waiting for the summer to roll around because I don't want it to get damaged in winter because I don't know why I'd be drinking out of Coca-Cola bottle in winter. Anyway, books. Let's get started. Okay, so the books that I got for my birthday. So first of all, one of my best friends, Ndumi, Ndumi got me 2 books for my birthday. And the one that he got me, the first one was something that I've been eyeing, and he knows because we've spoken about it before, and he got me Boys of Alabama by Genevieve Hudson. So the synopsis of this book, it's giving me very Bridge to Terabithia. If you've watched that movie, my brother's obsessed with that movie, but like it's giving me very like fantasy. Yeah, the basic plot is that this young boy, he moves to the south. Max, his name is Max, he moves to the south, and it's kind of like he's navigating that whole space as a young boy. Then he kind of falls in love with another boy in the community, but then it's kind of fantasy, there's fantasy elements, so it's not a straight contemporary literary fiction novel just based on this. That's why I'm saying it's giving Bridge to Terabithia, like, you know, this small town fantasy things happening, but then also like young love and stuff like that. So that's Boys of Alabama. Then he also got me this book that I've never heard of called Pew by Catherine Lacey. So he says he saw this on Paris, Perused by Paris. If you guys follow him on Instagram, Paris is like one of my favorite bookstagrammers. So Paris has spoken about this book before. I think I missed it, but Ndumi got me this book. It's also a queer lit book because he knows that's where my heart is, but I think Pew is more like straight literary fiction. So those are the 2 books that my friendo got me. So I love you, friendo. Then I ordered a couple of stuff from Exclusive Books, and this is the stuff that took 6 months to arrive, like dead ass, because like Exclusive Books is like 30 to 40 working days. So the first thing that I picked up, I got this book called Yesterday is History by Kosoko Jackson. It is a queer YA with a fantasy element book. So this guy, Andre, he gets, I think, some kind of transplant. What transplant was it? A liver transplant, and then it kind of transports him to the past, and then he kind of, the synopsis kind of gives the indication that he meets somebody while he's in the past, and they kind of like romance, but then he gets thrust back into like normal day, and then he meets somebody else, romance. So it's like and then there's this like love triangle vibe that I'm getting from it. So yeah, yeah, he meets Michael in the past and then Blake in the now. So this book sounds so good. I don't know why I haven't seen a lot of people on Bookstagram or even BookTube raving about this. Maybe I'm not in those corners, but this sounds really good. Oh my god, literally, can my door stay closed? And then the next book that I got is a book called Fable by Adrienne Young. So I asked on Instagram maybe a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, for people to vote on certain books that I was thinking of getting, and this was one of them. And a lot of people were like, yeah, they actually really enjoyed this book. But for me, the big draw is the cover. Like, this is the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. Like, this is one of the best covers I've seen in ages. Like, it's absolutely gorgeous, and so that's probably the reason why I bought this book in the end, because I didn't want the paperback, because the paperback cover is just not it. So I ended up getting the hardback, so I'm really glad about that. Oh my god, my brother said I need to oil my door, but like, okay. So then the next book that I also got from Exclusive Books was Last Night at the Telegraph Club by Malinda Lo. It is a queer, it's a queer book set in the 1950s. I think it's a lesbian romance. It's a sapphic romance set in the 1950s. Two girls fall in love, especially in Chinatown. 16-year-old Lily Hu and Kathleen Miller. I think one of the girls is white, then the other one is Asian, obviously. And so, yeah, I've been wanting to read more Asian lit or more books written by Asian writers, and so this book comes highly recommended. I think I asked in the same time I was asking about Fable, and everyone said this book was it. Literally, I think maybe 5 out of like 100 people said, oh, it wasn't that good, but like 95 people were like, it's fantastic. So this is another one that I picked up. And then the last one, I finally got it because I was like, it's my birthday, so I'm gonna splurge. I got Fat Chance Charlie Vega by Crystal Maldonado. So the basic plot of this book, I believe, is that, so what's her name? Charlie Vega, obviously Charlie. So Charlie is a plus size girl, is a fat girl, and then she ends up meeting some guy who ends up liking her. I think they start dating, and then she finds out that like her thin best friend, he had actually asked her out first. And so it's this whole thing of like, oh my god, am I a second choice? Does he actually like me? Am I just like the runner-up type thing? And kind of navigating her relationship with her best friend and the love and being a fat girl and what it means to kind of self-acceptance, that kind of vibe. That's what I'm getting from it. So I don't know, everybody has loved this on Bookstagram, so I'm really, really glad that I have a copy of that as well. So oh no, last one that I got from Exclusive Books as well. I am obsessed with this cover, and it is The Darkness Outside Us by Elliot Schrieffer. Bro, this is absolutely gorgeous. Like, this cover is so pretty. I'm obsessed with everything about it. So it's a queer science fiction YA. Ambrose and Kodiak. Basically, it's like set in like 2040 to 2470 something. So in the future, like hundreds of years in the future, where like now the world is decimated. There's only 2 countries left. I think it's Democratia and the Federation. That's what it said, yeah. So then those 2 countries each send one person to space to kind of find a new place for humans to settle. And then basically they're both on this ship, and then I think it says they find out that like in order to survive the ship's secrets, they need to work together. But they're kind of like enemies. I'm getting enemies to lovers type vibes from this book, because obviously they're from different countries, but I'm assuming because of YA, they're gonna end up together in some capacity. So yeah, this book as well I picked up from Exclusive Books. So those are the ones that I got from Exclusive Books, my pretty hardbacks. Okay, so next up, I went to, no, let's start with Takealot. So Takealot, my book finally arrived, and I was like, ha! I ordered The Ghosts We Keep by Mason Diva. I'm obsessed with Mason Diva. Like, his first book, I Wish You All the Best, is my favorite YA. So my favorite queer YA. So I had to get The Ghosts We Keep. And then the second book that I got in the same package was Check Please, the second part. Because I thought, you know, it's my birthday. I'm going to splurge and get myself this really expensive book. So I got Check Please Part 2, which is much bigger than Part 1. It's really heavy. I was noticing that as well. Like, Part 1 is much thinner than this. Anyway, so these are the 2 books that I got from Takealot. You guys are probably noticing a theme, a lot of YA, a lot of queer narratives in my birthday haul, because I feel like that's what I'm gravitating more towards now. So I just thought, fuck it, we're gonna treat yourself. So next up we have a book that was sent to me by Pan Macmillan, low-key for my birthday, because I was requesting this book and we were struggling to get a review copy of it, but eventually came through round about my birthday time. So and that book was Lore by Alexandra Bracken. I think I spoke about this in one of my possibility piles. Urban fantasy, Greek mythology, Greek characters. It's giving me Crescent City with Greek mythology, and I'm into it because I really like the general plot of Crescent City. I just felt like it was hella long for absolutely no reason. So I'm really excited about this one. This is one of those books that I've been wanting for ages. I was just waiting because Pan was going to send it to me, and I was just like, you know, I love a free book. So yes, I got Lore roughly around my birthday time, so I thought I'd include it in this little haul. So this is another book that I got roughly around my birthday. So yes. Then the other thing was that I was at Bargain Books. Yes, I was at Bargain Books. Just, you know, browsing. I think I was browsing actually on my birthday. No, the day after my birthday, and I just bit the bullet and I decided to get a copy of Kingdom of Copper because I'm wanting to finish the City of Brass series and I still didn't have a copy of this book, so I just picked it up for, it was like 230 rand at Bargain Books The Grove. The Bargain Books pricing is really great. It's like Reader's Warehouse. But anyway, I got Kingdom of Copper and I'm so excited. I can't wait to read this. I have this on audiobook via Scribd. By the way, check below. I have a referral link for Scribd if you want 60 days free off. But I want to do a companion listening / reading of Kingdom of Copper, I think in July. So yeah, because I really want to get moving and I really want to finish this series this year. So yeah, this is another thing that I picked up roughly around my birthday, which is great. Then from Loot, I was like just like ordering so many places and things were just arriving. Fantastic. So from Loot, I got these two books that I was really excited about. So for the first thing that I got was The Iron King by Judy Kagawa. This book, I've gone on such a journey with this book because I've been wanting to read The Iron King for ages, right? But the big problem for me was that this cover, which is the one that you usually find, is hideous. Like, I was just like, it's a hell no from me. And I've been trying to find this limited edition cover, and like first Takealot had it, then I ordered it, then they were like, oh no, it's like we have to refund you, we can't find it, it's not there. And then Exclusive Books didn't have it, Bargain Books didn't have it. Eventually one day I was checking on Loot and I had it, and I was like in the car roughly, and I was just like, it's Kismet, roughly around my birthday, and it's a fantasy book, a fae fantasy book. It's giving me Cruel Prince vibes. It's giving me that same energy. Then the other one that I got was, I finally got Winter's Orbit by Verena Maxwell, which is kind of like a queer science fiction, I think, as well. So the Iskat Empire, right? And then Prince Tom, who is the key figure of the political alliance, is killed, and then his replacement must be found. So his widower Jainan is then basically married off to Kiem, who is another aristocrat. So it's like this society, I'm assuming that being queer is fine because the prince already had a husband and then the prince was killed, so his husband is now being married off to somebody else for a political alliance to kind of save the planet, save the universe type thing. And like, it sounds so good. This is one of those ones where the hardback was so expensive in South Africa. It was like 500 rand. So I said, okay, I'm gonna get the paperback because the paperback was like 190 rand or something. At Loot, I think less, 172 or something. So I was like, let me get the paperback, read it. If I love it, I'll upgrade myself at some point if someone ends up going to the US and I can get a hardback for like a reasonable price. But I need to read it right now. So also, I just love this color of the spine. Also, the other problem, I remember what it was as well, other than the hardback, is that the hardback edition is not as pretty. It's not like this. It's got a different cover, and I love this cover. I love the whole stars and the galaxy and the colors and everything. It's gorgeous. So yeah, these are the two that I picked up from Loot. Yeah, so those are the other two that I got roughly around my birthday. Like, my birthday haul, everything is just so exciting. Like, and I haven't like, I'm so excited to read all of these. Everything just looks so exciting. Anyway, sorry. So next up, I went to Reader's Warehouse. I think I showed you guys I went to Reader's for the first time ever, and I got a couple of things. So the first thing that I picked up, actually I found this, I actually put it on my shelf already, was a hardback of Stay With Me by Obami Adebayo, one of my favorite African lit books. I managed to pick up a hardcover of this, which is like great. Anyway, it was like 89 rand, so I was like, ha. Then I also got from Readers, I got this book called We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. I've seen this a bunch on Bookstagram. I've seen this author a bunch on Bookstagram, and then I found this beautiful hardback Waterstones edition, exclusive edition. So I thought, splurge, treat yourself. And then I also got this book called Vanilla by Billy Merrill. It is a queer YA published by Push Publishers. I love Push Publishers. I saw this. I saw the queer YA element. I didn't know it was a book written in verse until I actually opened it when I got home. So it's written in verse. So it's about Vanilla and Hunter. So they're like obviously a couple. But the thing that interested me about this book is that they are been dating since like middle school, since like high school or primary school, whatever. But like now I think they're in varsity, so trying to navigate the relationship after, you know. So it's not your typical YA where they're like tentatively starting to be in love. They're already in a relationship, so they're trying to navigate life and like early adulthood. Will the relationship stay? Will they manage to stay together? All that stuff. So I found that interesting. I also picked up You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hogle. Someone I think on BookTube, but I also think someone on Instagram recommended this book to me, said I'm gonna love it. It's like a romance book. It's this couple. They are, I think already, they're the perfect couple. They're bearing down to they're about to get married, right? But then like they now hate each other, but like now they have this wedding bill. So I think it's a thing of like, they go to head in emotional warfare. Who will surrender first? So see who's going to give up, who's going to like actually be the one to break up, and I think that person then is responsible for paying for the wedding or whatever. So it's basically like enemies but we are already lovers type of thing. And then I think it's going to be like them trying to find their way back to each other, removing some of the stress and the pressure of getting married, and then eventually la-di-da, they find their way back to each other. I'm guessing, but a lot of people said I'm going to love that book, so I got it. Then I was also walking around the mall by exclusive books, and I got myself Spoiler Alert by Olivia Dade. It is a romance novel with a plus size main character. So I was just like, yes, I've heard a lot about this book. I've heard a lot on Bookstagram about this book. So it was between this one and One to Watch, which is the Bachelor book. Those two books I've been seeing about a bunch because I really want to read more books with fat main characters. So I think I might do like a reading vlog or something with those back to back, because I actually want to read both of those in July. Then lastly, this is not from my birthday. So South Africa has this thing called a book swap. So like basically you get paired up with another reader, Bookstagram or whatever, and then you guys basically set a budget and then you exchange like gifts and stuff. So I got set up with Sam, who is amazing. Her book box, the box that I got was fantastic. So let me show you guys the books that came in the box. So she watched my video and I said, oh, fantasy books that I want to read, help me choose or whatever. So she got me Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim, which is a fantasy book set in the world of fashion, honey. Fashion. So I'm really excited about this one. Watch that video if you want to hear like the synopsis and stuff like that. And then I also got Cryer's War by Nina Varela, which is a sapphic fantasy romance adventure type book. So I'm interested in both of those. I really wanted to get them. And then the last one that Sam got me, I was so excited when it arrived because it's one of my most anticipated books for this year. She got me In Deeper Waters by F.T. Lukens. Oh, I'm so happy. It is a queer romance. It's a queer YA adventure fantasy book, and it's set in basically like what's his name? He's a prince, right? Prince Tal. He gets kidnapped by pirates, and then basically the pirate, the other guy, what's his name? Athlin is one of like the pirate people, and then they kind of kidnap him. I think they're holding him for ransom or whatever. But then they're like, I guess like romance and like young queer boy love, and I'm so excited about this book. It's giving me very Pirates of the Caribbean, but like make it queer, and I'm very excited about that. I saw the cover for the book 2 in the I think it's a series, and I was just like, it looks so good. So this is the other one that I got. So I think that's about it. Oh no, I actually got something else for myself for my birthday that arrived. I don't think I've shown you guys. This is just on my shelf already because I've already read it. And it is, I got a physical copy of Somewhere Between Bitter and Sweet, which is, I love this book so much. I love this book so much. Like, I love this audiobook so much. I think I raved about it, and I told you guys you absolutely need to listen to this audiobook and read this book. And I just splurged and got myself a hardback because #treat yourself. So yeah, I think those are all the books and all the little treats and stuff that I got roughly around my birthday. So yeah, right, so those are all the books that I hauled around my birthday. Everything is finally arrived. I'm really excited about all of them. They look so good. I'm so excited. Wow, I'm so excited about all of these books. Wow. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you found it instructive. I hope you had a good time because I was like literally so giddy the whole time. And I hope you found some books that you want to read and stuff like that. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of these, if you are planning to read any of these. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram on @PrettyXBookish. Like, comment, follow, share, all that fun stuff. You guys know the drill by now. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye.